The addition of two 500 half-giants to his ranks felt natural. Horace had sensed an unexplainable kinship with them, believing they would thrive under his leadership. Alongside them came 0 lizardmen laborers, 300 Aasimar champions, and 500 halfling support staff, each playing a critical role in shaping the underground metropolis. A battalion of 200 elite gargoyle sentinels provided air and tunnel security, while 150 Emberforged dwarves, masters of metallurgy and construction, ensured the city's rapid development. His vision extended beyond a single domain. He quietly planned to establish a second territory for his brother, Brian Williams, to manage independently. The thought of giving Brian his own land filled Horace with pride after all the hardships they'd endured. Knowing his brother would have a place to lead and thrive brought him a deep sense of satisfaction. It was more than just expanding his influence. It was a step toward rebuilding the family they'd lost. Yet, as the half-giants settled in, some began to speak of strange dreams-out golden light, calling from the heart of the mines. Horace, while he did not show it, knew how this world work trouble was coming from the mine. Over the next 2 days, Eldon would send the Lord's Hall to Horace, a powerful structure capable of converting units into questing knights. Wasting no time, Horace selected 6 of the strongest half-giants and converted them into knights, knowing they would be vital for the challenge lurking within the mine tunnels. While preparing for the unknown threat, a traveler collapsed at the city's outer gate. Brought before Horace, the man fell to his knees, his broken voice trembling with emotion. As Horace approached, the 2 men locked eyes, and in an instant, the years of separation melted away. With tears streaming down his face, the man embraced Horace. It was his little cousin John. Against impossible odds, John had survived the brutal trials of this world and had finally found his way to Broken Heart. Horace immediately summoned his healers to tend to John's wounds. As the magic mended his battered body, John wept and recounted his harrowing journey. His territory had been destroyed, leaving him with nothing but ashes. Worse still, slavers had taken his wife, mother-in-law, and both his wife's sister and brother. Alone and desperate, he had wandered from ruin to ruin until he heard rumors of Broken Heart and its mighty ruler. Horace's face hardened with resolve. That night, he traded precious resources for information on the slavers' whereabouts. By dawn, he was ready to act. The economic foundation of Broken Heart was as impressive as its architecture. Rich deposits of fine iron, stone, and bronze provided a steady stream of essential materials. The recent discovery of both a new orichalcum vein and manastone mines further solidified its position as a critical supplier of rare resources. These valuable exports not only supported internal growth, but also strengthened trade relationships across the alliance. But the orichalcum vein ran far deeper than expected. Its glow masked something far more dangerous. During a brief exchange with Eldon Greenwood, Horace addressed concerns about water shortages caused by the recent acid rain. Laughing, he explained, "I have a mining territory. I had previously added several small springs in the mines to provide fresh water to my miners. We didn't even notice the acid rain until I read about it in the channel." His foresight in water management had insulated his people from the catastrophe affecting other regions. Yet as Horace spoke, a tremor shook the ground beneath their feet, small, but not natural. As Horace led his people to their new home, the sheer scale of his forces promised the emergence of a formidable stronghold. With lizardmen laborers, half-giant enforcers, Aasimar champions, halfling support staff, gargoyle sentinels, and emberforged dwarves, Broken Heart was on the path to becoming a major power center in the Alliance's ever-expanding influence. Rim began trading stone, iron, and mana stones with Horace in exchange for crops and seeds, fostering a beneficial relationship between their territories. But one night, as the half-giant enforcers stood watch, an ancient sealed door deep within the mine groaned, open, revealing a staircase that descended into darkness. ghost, stronger in omen,